Section 62 of the Endeavour Journal of Sir Joseph Banks. Journal from 25 August 1768 to 12 July 1771 by Joseph Banks. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Gail Timmerman Vaughan. Section 62. May 1771. 1771, May 1. In the morn at daybreak, saw the island of St. Helena, about 6 leagues ahead. Consequently, before noon, arrived in the road where we found His Majesty's ship Portland, Captain Elliot, sent out to convoy home the Indiamen on account of the likelihood of a breach with Spain. Also, His Majesty's sloop Swallow, which had the day before brought word of the pacific measures adopted by that court. Also 12 sail of Indiamen. 1771, May 2. As the fleet was to sail immediately and our ship to accompany it, it became necessary to make as much of a short time as possible, so this whole day was employed in riding about the island, in the course of which we made very nearly the complete circuit of it, visiting all the most remarkable places that we had been told of. 1771, May 3. Spent this day in botanizing on the ridge where the cabbage trees grow, visiting Cuckold's Point and Diana's Peak, the highest land in the island, as settled by the observation of Mr. Maskelyne, who was sent out to this island by the Royal Society for the purpose of observing the transit of Venus in the year 1761. See account of St. Helena below. 1771, May 4. Depart St. Helena for England. Sailed after dinner in company with 12 Indiamen and His Majesty's ship Portland. Resolved to steer homewards with all expedition in order, if possible, to bring home the first news of our voyage, as we found that many particulars of it has transpired, and particularly that a copy of the latitudes and longitudes of most or all the principal places we had been at had been taken by the captain's clerk from the captain's own journal and given or sold to one of the India captains. War we had no longer the least suspicion of, the Indiamen being ordered to sail immediately without waiting for the few who were not yet arrived, was a sufficient proof that our friends at home were not at all apprehensive of it. 1771, May 6. Pleasant breeze, but our ship very far astern. She certainly sails worse than any one of the fleet, yet as she keeps up with them, at least in sight, hope they will not get home much before us. 1771, May 7. Still kept company, and today were abreast of the headmost ship. Many flying fish were seen, and some few birds. 1771, May 10. This day we saw the island of Ascension, which is tolerably high land. Our captain, however, did not choose to anchor, unwilling to give the fleet so much start of him. Those who have been ashore upon this island say it is little more than a heap of cinders, the remains of a volcano which burnt even since the discovery of the Indies. Osbeck, who was ashore upon it, found only 5 species of plants, but I am much inclined to believe that there are others which escaped his notice, as he certainly was not on the side of the island where the French land, in which place, I have been informed, is a pretty wide plain, covered with herbage, among which grows Cactus opuntia, a plant not seen by that gentleman. 1771, May 11. Pleasant weather. Saw Holothuria physalis, which our seamen call Portuguese man-of-war, for the first time since we left these seas in going out. 1771, May 12. Rainy, misty weather, the air very damp and unwholesome. The breeze, however, continues. 1771, May 12. Our trade begins now to slacken very much. A man-of-war bird was seen. 1771, May 16. Caught a small shark. 1771, May 17. Struck one bonito, weighing near 20 pounds. 1771, May 18. Our trade wind gone today, the winds variable and very light. 1771, May 19. Squally with frequent calms. Such weather as ships never fail to meet with in passing from one trade wind to the other. To make the most, however, of this disagreeable weather, we went on board the Portland and spent the day with Captain Elliot. 1771, May 23. Calms still continued. Dined on board the Portland with Captain Elliot. While on board her, saw a common house martin flying about the ship. 1771, May 26. Heavy rain and frequent squalls from the northeast gave us great reason to expect the trade very quickly. During the day we were very much ahead of the fleet. At night, however, they came up with us fast. 1771, May 27. In the night the wind settled at northeast, and in the morn, to our great surprise, we had no sight of the fleet, even from our mastheads, so were obliged to jog on by ourselves. A bird, something like a gannet but darker, was seen about the ship, which settled upon the water, and remained there till out of sight. 1771, May 29. Fresh trade, which quickly relieved everybody from the depression of spirits, etc., which is the constant companion of the damp calms we have now passed through. 1771, May 30. Trade very fresh indeed, with a heavy sea, so that the ship pitched and tumbled very disagreeably to us, whom a continuance of fine weather has made almost unfit for a gale. End of section 62. May 1771.